Hello everybody, Andy here again. Quick vlog this time, all about internet connections. I've been around for a few days because I had trouble with my internet connection for a couple of days only, that's all. It doesn't seem like much, does it? But it's amazing how much it affects your life nowadays. You don't realise how much you actually rely on your internet connection. Obviously you're not able to sort of catch up on all the latest happenings on YouTube, and when you do manage to get it back on again, you've got a whole pile of videos to watch to wade through. Maybe that's not the right way, because I don't subscribe to rubbish anyway, but you know what I'm getting at, that sort of thing. And I actually run a MySpace page for a radio station I'm involved in as well, so that sort of thing. And you just don't realise how much you rely on it. As I said, only a couple of days, but it just got me thinking about the reliance we've got, apart from the fact that it's just sort of personal silly things, I suppose. It's well, I take this quite seriously. It's not earth shattering if it isn't there, but you do feel lost without it. And it's all the other things, all your emails and things like that as well, from all your friends, etc. You might be missing out on things, people that you've met, either through this site or from other things nowadays. You sort of get emails from more or less all over the world. I'm sure a lot of us do that, from relatives that we've got used to talking to, either online or emailing, and that side of it as well. But a more serious side as well, because we do conduct so much more of our business online, whether it be shopping, obviously, that sort of thing, tying up all these sort of business deals, etc. Living our lives online more or less completely. There's so many places now where if you want to get in touch with someone, you have to more or less sort of go to their website rather than sort of ring them up, or the shop isn't there anymore, the shop's disappeared, the phone line you can't get into, so you have to send them an email. Well, that's another option that's gone. And there's all that security side of things as well. You do wonder, don't you, what's going on if you can't get access to your personal things up there, but I just wonder what it'd be like in the future, because obviously it's getting more and more involved. I saw a bit the other day about South Korea and the way that they're going with their internet, and they've got incredible, the government over there have really gone to town, and they decided that they're really going to make it South Korea a sort of an online community, if you want, very, very fast broadband services. Everything's tied up, and it's all basically tied up with the internet. It's an internet connection, one way or other, that more or less controls everything, controls your house, the way you turn things on. There's all these things about sort of fridges that you can use, the internet fridges that are smart fridges, and we're getting more and more gadgets which rely on that type of technology, and the whole computing thing as well. And if you start thinking about that, and we've seen, I suppose, transport chaos when the computer goes down for an air traffic controller or something like that, or all sort of traffic signals, railways, etc., are run by computers nowadays. It doesn't take much to sort of throw us completely, does it? So, and I can see that becoming more and more of a problem in the future. The more and more that we live online, the more that we rely on online, our internet connections, whether it be personally through work. Lots of people now work from home, don't they? Use an online connection and work away from the office, which is great. The environmental benefits of that. Obviously your own personal benefits, not having to travel, not having to sort of trudge up to London or into town, wherever you may be, the drive, etc., and the time it saves you, but all that side of thing will go down as well. So I'm a bit worried about that. So you don't realise until, I know I've used this quote before, but Joni Mitchell, when Big Yellow Taxi, did say you don't know what you got till it's gone, and that hasn't gone completely, thankfully. We all started sweating, because that's another point actually, because apart from my use of the internet, we're sort of wired up here, we're wireless in my particular house, because my daughter's constantly, well, not constantly, but it seems like constantly online, talking to her friends on MSN or Bebo and those sort of things, uploading her videos to those sites. My son's talking to his friends on MSN, etc., and he's got an Xbox, that's all done online, and all these other things now. The games machines are done online as well, so we're getting far more and more reliant on it, and it wouldn't take much to bug in the system. A very clever young chap maybe put a hacking into something and completely blow us all out of the water and bring the whole place to a whole house of cards tumbling down, and the whole world, maybe the whole country, to a complete standstill. It's quite worrying actually. So I hope they've got all these things sorted. And mine was only a relatively minor problem which I managed to get through myself, but if someone managed to create a bigger problem, it does make you worry, doesn't it? So anyway, I just thought I'd mention this quickly and just wonder what your thoughts are. Have you been stuff like that, if you've got had internet connection problems and suddenly realise just how much you sort of become a bit of an internet junkie, I suppose, and you start worrying about, oh God, you know, if I'm offline over Christmas, what am I going to do? You know, how am I going to survive? I know Christmas we should be doing other things, but we're still thinking about getting on there and checking our emails, and that's probably how I've just sent loads of electronic Christmas cards. So saves on postage, saves on forest and things like that, but might not be able to do that. So anyway, I'm rambling on and on and on about it, but I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are about that. If you've got any worries about that in the future, maybe you haven't thought about it, or maybe you've suffered it yourself. But anyway, let's hope that you don't suffer any internet problems in the future. So anyway, thank you very much for that. Goodbye.